Welcome to this 2021 Young Creatives Award presentation. Before anything else, I want to acknowledge the Gadigal and Wangal people of the Eora Nation, on whose land this presentation is being held, and to show my deepest respect to their elders past, present and emerging, and to all First Australian watching with us today. During another very, very difficult year, the young people of the Inner West have done it again. We received 176 entries for these 2021 awards, Lockdowns Awards. For now, let us meet the young artists and their judges, Carmel Byrne and Adrian Cook. I hope that you will enjoy meeting them and listening to their comments.
Hi everyone, my name's Carmel. I run Scratch Art Space in Marrickville, and I was invited to be a judge for the 2021 Young Creatives Award, which I was very excited about. I'd been following the competition for a number of years. It's a great opportunity for our local young creatives to have an opportunity to exercise the professional practice part of being an artist, which is getting your work out there, entering competitions, organising exhibitions. The competitions are important because they do include cash rewards usually. I encourage all young people to keep entering these competitions as they go forward in the future. So there were 3 categories for the competition. The youngest category was 12 to 15 years old, and the runner-up in this category was Scarlett Simoniou. So you'll have to excuse my pronunciation on a lot of these names. I'm probably butchering them, but you'll have to forgive me. Scarlett made a work called Alderman Cat. It's acrylic and watercolour pencil on canvas. This is an image of it here. You can look this up to look a bit closer. What I liked about this work was the simplicity of the colour blocks, which created a structure in the work. But inside that, to contrast with that simplicity, Scarlett has added very detailed pencil work. And what I think she succeeded in very well in this image is the proportion of the head of the cat, the animal head on the human figure. Proportionally, she's worked that out, which is actually quite difficult, and you can see that head looks quite natural on that figure. So that's the runners-up for the 12 to 15 age group.
Hello, my name is Scarlett Simoniou and I love cats. When I was looking through the library archives, I found a picture of an alderman, and I just decided to draw him, paint him as a cat, and it's how it turned out. I'm really glad that the judges liked it. Thank you for my prize, and I love arts because, I don't know, art is like my language, and I don't know how I'd live without it. Thank you.
The winner for the 12 to 15 age group is Isabelle Carey. She made a work titled Homage to Basquiat, that's Jean-Michel Basquiat. This is an image here. She's obviously looked closely at Basquiat's work because she's really captured not only the energy of the expressionist application of the medium, but also the way that she's structured the composition of the work with these floating details of information that all feed into the concept of the work as well. She's used colour blocks, but they're a little bit more abstract, like you can see here. It's like it's a shoulder, but it's probably really just a colour device as well. And it's an indication of form without actually going into great detail. So I think this is a really great work, and I'd really like to congratulate Isabelle for such a crazy, exciting work.
Hi, my name is Isabelle Carrick and I go to St Andrews Cathedral School. I love art because it allows me to express my more creative side, and I also find it really relaxing, especially in lockdown. This artwork was inspired by my research into the work of Jean-Michel Basquiat. Basquiat was working in a time with great social change, and he had strong views on racial equality. This led me to think about how he might respond to today's issues of race, in particular the Black Lives Matter movement.
The next category is 16 to 18 years old. The runner-up is Valentina Guana for a work titled Decommissioned Past. So decommissioned past is charcoal on paper. Has very sensitive tonal work. The gradations are very sophisticated, especially for this age group. It's very well structured. The composition is it is actually like a structure, and it supports that sensitive pencil work. It's very closely aligned to the concept as well, which was talking about and thinking about dementia. This is a great work. Congratulations and keep going.
Hi everyone, my name is Valentina Guana and I used charcoal to construct my piece titled Decommissioned Past. I was so surprised and honoured to place second for my age group, so thank you so much, judges. My work captured the devastating disease of dementia that has personally targeted many people I know, in particular my grandmother, who's the subject in the work. My piece depicts her with the memory of her childhood home engulfing most of the canvas. However, there have been elements that have been erased to represent the fragmented memory of a dementia patient. Being recognised for this piece has hopefully allowed me to provide insight into the crippling disease in a way that audience members can relate to and resonate with its overall concept. I believe art is such a creative medium to express yourself and explore such important personal and global issues in an engaging way. So thank you again.
So next we have the winner of the 16 to 18 age group, who is Yesha Jung, I think. Maybe it's Young, that's my handwriting. Girl on the Bus. So this is a really beautiful work. I love the broad range of tone. And working in with that is a very simple colour plan, but very effective. She has a very soft layering of the work, which looks like watercolour, but I think this is actually a digital work. So congratulations to the winner, Yesha. Please keep going.
Hi, I'm Yesha. I'm 16 and I'm the winner for the 16 to 18 age group for my piece, The Girl in the Train. I do art at school and I really like it. You know, you get to work independently, you get to try different things and explore different mediums, pushing you out of your comfort zone. Part of the reason why I entered the Young Creative Awards was because I wanted to do something different compared to what I normally do. I did digital art for my piece. I actually struggle with digital art compared to traditional art. I find it quite challenging, but it was really fun. I mostly had fun with the aspect of zooming in and zooming out. You know, that's something you can't do in traditional art, so that was great. And as Miss Frizzle said from the Magic School Bus, sometimes you just gotta take chances, make mistakes and get messy. I used the app Procreate on the iPad to draw the girl in the train. I'm not very good with computers, so I found Procreate was so much easier to use than Photoshop. And, you know, compared to traditional art, you have every colour available to you. And the best thing about it is you could also give your artwork texture with the many brushes that they offer. And, you know, you also don't need lots of materials. All you really need is a device and a stylus and you can just draw. I was inspired by Neil McDermott, a Scottish photographer based in London. His work is phenomenal and it's really amazing. And I was also inspired by the Magic School Bus. I used the Magic School Bus colours such as yellows and oranges, but I made them more saturated. I've been into drawing since I was a kid. My piece, The Girl in the Train, references the Magic School Bus. The cartoon in the book revolves around Miss Frizzle and her class who boards the bus, and the bus takes them into crazy places such as, you know, the digestive system, space and everything else in between. You know, I used to watch that back in primary school. And for some time, I believed that, you know, riding in a bus would be that interesting. It's not. It's different from all the obvious reasons. And, you know, the character in The Girl in the Train is looking directly ahead. And perhaps when I'm traveling on public transport, I take it for granted. And, you know, maybe I should just be like her. Everybody should just be like her. Just relax and let the bus take them on an adventure, just like the Magic School Bus.
Next up, we have the 19 to 24 age group runner-up, Hilary Shepherd. So congratulations to Hilary. This is a beautiful work Hillary's an art student, I think. She sort of has her own studio, so she's practicing. So it's really great to see these guys entering this composition. The composition is very interesting. She's cropped this figure here, which is always a difficult thing to do, but she's managed to do that very successfully. Congratulations, Hillary. This is a really great work. I'm looking forward to following your career.
I'd like to thank judges Carmel Bryan and Adrian Cook for their decision to place me second in this contest. It means a lot to have my work accoladed by two very well respected people in this industry, so I'd like to start by thanking them. My piece is a commentary on the homogenic imagery of masculinity in Russia, which is a direct result of the stunted social and artistic growth due to the politics of the Soviet Union. My decision to make a piece inspired by this was coming directly from the debut novel of Sophie Roberts, The Lost Pianos of Siberia, which is available at the Inner West Library. I'd like to thank the library for providing a platform for young artists and providing so many amazing resources that inspire education and artistic growth. So thank you.
And finally, we have the winner of the 19 to 24 age group with Tilda Clark and her work titled Stitched Memory. This is a photocopy of an image of the work I've downloaded. Tilda was inspired by artworks that she'd read in the Marrickville Library, where she studied collage. And this is a work she made with photos, textiles and sewing. So I love the way that she's combined those three mediums to create these semi-abstract figurative works. They're great because they're very personal as well, so that is just one step to creating her own language. Tilda's also a tertiary art student, and this work she's already stepped into the realm of making the work quite personal with her three elements: the sewing, the photography and the textile. She has the textiles making the texture of the work because they're not stretched. They're quite wrinkly, they can be, and she's dyes them usually with natural dyes. And you can see she's also transferred an image of her own body onto that work and used the sewing machine quite innovatively for the line work in the work. So congratulations, Tilda, it's a really great work. And congratulations to everyone that entered the competitions. There are other works I could talk about, but I think I've probably used up all my time. And thanks to Marrickville Library. It's been such a pleasure working on this project. And good luck, everyone, and goodbye.
Hello, I'm Tilda, and I have come first place in the 19 to 24-year-olds in the Inner West Creatives Award, and I'm so grateful. It has really pushed me to keep practicing and creating during this really uncertain time. Especially because I've grown up in the Inner West, it feels fitting, but yeah, it means the world to me to win something based off these works, which are so important to me. My collage, stitched works, they come from a practice of physical and emotional healing through memories and things, but yeah, really special to win via that. And yeah, it's really, really pushed me, especially having a lack of motivation this year due to our circumstances. Yeah, it's been really inspiring and I'm really grateful. Thank you for picking me, and yeah, amazing to see all the other artists and who else has finalized in the prize, and yeah, really appreciate it and thank you. It means the world to me.
Hi, I'm Sharon McKilwee from Inner West Council Libraries. This year, due to the huge amount of entries into the Young Creatives Awards and the standard of the works, we have added another category called Youth Librarian's Choice. And this is a fantastic opportunity for us to acknowledge pieces that we just couldn't acknowledge and celebrate 3 more works by our amazing young artists this year. First up is First Librarian's Choice is awarded to Oliver Whitehouse. and his piece Afloat. This is a visually stunning work. It's done with three colours, um, three beautiful colours, and I love the meaning conveyed in Oliver's painting. It shows how pressures can drown us, pressures of life, pressures to conform, and how important someone being there to help us stay afloat is. The image is really strong. Someone keeping their mate's head above the water in the ocean that's threatening to drown him. So well done, Oliver. And I just want to acknowledge that Oliver won last year with his amazing piece, Death is Round the Corner, in the 12 to 15 age group.
Hi, my name is Oliver Whitehouse, and I go to Tempe High School in the Inner West, and I won the Librarian's Choice Award for my painting Afloat, which is acrylic on canvas, and that's based off our appropriation unit in visual arts, where we have to choose either a famous artwork or a famous movie image, anything that's popular, and appropriate the image for an artwork. And that's what I did. So I used a still from the movie Moonlight, and I painted it in 3 different colors. I chose this shot in particular because I really like the metaphor of the ocean as sort of a metaphor for life, where the perceptions of others, the weight of expectations, just your everyday struggles threaten to drag us down, and the help of others, like the 2 figures in my painting, it keeps us afloat, it keeps us happy, I guess, and that's why I chose that shot in particular. I also really like the movie, and I love art as a subject because it can't really be quantified, I guess. It can't be measured. You can't measure your success like in maths or science, or where you can study and ace every exam. You can never really be perfect at art, and that struggle is what motivates me to continue improving my art making. And it's also just really, it gives you a nice sense of purpose in everyday life. Like once you start getting up every day, once you start drawing every day, you start painting every day, it becomes almost like breathing to you. So it's quite nice. That's really all I have to say, and I just want to say thank you to Sharon for creating this new category and selecting me as a winner for this. The $100 is pretty good.
So next up in the Librarian's Choice Award is Daily Life by James Newen. And this is another sign of the times in that we've got some really interesting minutiae and detail of daily life. So it's a glimpse into someone's domestic world, their life at home, visiting the library, school, hanging out with mates, all the little details of someone's normal life brought to life with these amazing pencil drawings. And it's so powerful how they've been compiled into a montage, into a series of these drawings. It's just altogether, it just is such a powerful little glimpse into James's world. And I really thank him for sharing that with us. Okay, then next up, third in Librarian's Choice, is Mia Economou's Forest Bathing. This work is not only stunning, that evokes a real sense of escape into nature at this time. Mia's statement was also so unpretentious and very emotive. So Mia talks about walking in nature during COVID and sitting to paint. And it's evident that the mental and physical benefits of being in the natural environment, especially during such difficult times, has a really healing effect. The painting translates a sense of healing to me as an observer, and the detail of the leaves and the rocks and water and trees just done so beautifully. It's almost photographic realism. So well done, Mia. You're a very deserving winner. And we also saw Mia place second last year by the judges um, for her work. So she's definitely one to watch. Well done, Mia.
Hi, my name is Mira Konomu, and I was the winner of the Youth Librarians Award with my three-piece painting series titled Forest Bathing. And I wanted to sort of, since I did them in lockdown and noticed everyone, including myself, going on more walks in nature and stuff, I wanted to capture that idea. So I kind of wanted to make it like scenery as you're going along a path or on a walk. So the first one is this rocky stream, and the idea is like you're walking along the stream, which leads to this rocky hillscape that your eye then leads up to these trees at the top. And then if you were to look up on your walk that you're going on at the trees, you would see these leaves. And I was also inspired by this book called The Secret Therapy of Trees, which talks about these studies that were done that basically showed that there aren't just mental well-being benefits of being surrounded by nature, but there are also physical and physiological health benefits from like being surrounded by greenery. It's called green therapy. So I wanted to include that too, because everyone going on walks in lockdown during COVID, they're probably doing it for, mental well-being reasons, to clear their mind and maybe just get out of the house and get moving, but they may not be aware that it is also beneficial just to be surrounded by plants and greenery for their physical state. And yeah, that's all.
I also would like to just give a little shout out to some of the shortlisted works that were very close to being awarded Librarian's Choice. There were some absolutely stunning pieces. I want to mention Christine from the 12 to 15 age group with her work Australian Bushfires. I also want to mention Alex's painting of The Godfather and Besties by Miles. This was just a really sweet, small little sketch, but it captured something quite amazing. And I also want to mention Leo and his graphic work Into the Spider-Verse. Leo was one of our winners last year with a really fantastic graphic piece of the Joker. And a really special shout out to Etienne Rose, who has created Northern Lights. This was stunning for such a young entrant, and she's really made a beautiful flowing video here with Procreate on her iPad, and it's just incredible the amount of detail and the way it's taking us on a journey as we see things gradually change, the colours of the outfits, the cat, the sky, the changing sky, and it really did capture my imagination. So really want to give a big shout out to Etienne Rose for her piece Northern Lights, and hope that she enters something for us again next year. It was just a slight hair away from being Librarian's Choice, and we really appreciate that beautiful entry. And I know the artist judges also wanted to give a shout out to you, Etienne. So thanks very much everyone who entered, and please enter again next year. A lot of it's down to the taste of the judges, and by no means, give up on your work. All the shortlisted pieces are on the website, and please check them out and celebrate them.
Hi, my name's Adrian Cook. I'm a photographer, and I am very honoured to have been asked to be one of the judges at this year's Inner West Art Awards. I'd like to thank Sharon McElwee, the Youth Librarian at the Inner West Library, and also all the people, all the artists who have taken time to create works for these awards. So in general, I thought that the artworks in all age groups were fantastic, really strong, which actually made judging quite difficult for me. Everything from the compositions used, the techniques, the mediums used, the originality, it's really fantastic and really great to see. It was great also to see the diverse range of techniques used, everything from oils to paintings, pencil drawings, pen drawings, collage, video art, which is fantastic, stuff done on iPads, brilliant, great to see. So good art, in my opinion, it should be original. It should be exploring new subjects or old subjects in ways that haven't been done before. It should appeal to the viewer, it should be skillfully made, and without the use of gimmicks or distractions. It should speak for itself also, without the need of an artist statement to explain the work. So anyway, in regards to this year's finalists, winners and runner-ups, here are a few comments about some of the entries that came in this year. So in the 12 to 15 year age group, I'd like to congratulate Isabel Carrick for her work Homage to Basque. I like this work very much. Very strong, with a strong theme of Black Lives Matter running throughout it. The overall composition was very good, very strong, as was the use of the different mediums used in the actual artworks. Congratulations, Isabel, a great work. Congratulations also to Scarlett Simoneau, the runner-up in the 12 to 15 year age group, for her work Alderman Cat. It's a lovely work with a lovely reference to the Mayor of Newtown in 1938, combined with her love of cats. And I also liked her use of watercolours and pencil on canvas. I'd also like to mention, say a few words to Etienne Rose Davis for her video Northern Lights, which she did on her iPad. It's great to see someone so young working in this field, fantastic, and a great little movie, very captivating, and keep going, really, really great work, and I really enjoyed watching it. So in the 16 to 18 year old age bracket, I'd like to congratulate Yishi Young for her artwork, Girl on the Bus. This I thought was a really lovely work, beautiful composition with colours that complement each other very well. Has a really lovely feeling to it, and something that I'd be more than happy to put on my wall. Feels very modern, very contemporary, and she uses a lovely use of shadow and light throughout the works. Although this was done digitally on iPad, I believe, it looks and feels like a painting with a really wonderful aesthetic value. Congratulations, Yisha. I think it's a really lovely work, and I look forward to see more of your work, hopefully, down the track. So the runner-up in the 16 to 18 year bracket was Valentina Goana for her work Decommissioned Past. Really interesting work with a great thought process running throughout. Very original, with a strong use of patterns and composition. Lovely use of pencil, and a very accomplished piece of work. Congratulations, Valentina. In the 16 to 18 year bracket, I'd also like to mention an artist called James Dugan for his artwork called Daily Life, which I thought was really great. A very original series of artworks showing great skill and technique with the use of a pen, and strong compositions in each image with a nice use of shadow and light running throughout, and tells a lovely story. Congratulations, James. Again, I look forward to seeing some more of your work down the track. So in the 19 to 24 year age bracket, I'd like to congratulate Tilda Clark for her winning series of artworks titled Stitch Memory. A very, very strong series of images, I thought, with a lovely quality and a nice use of collage, combining photography and sewing and textiles. Very original, with a strong thought process running throughout. A nice use of patterns, depth of field, textures and symmetry, and has a very strong visual impact. Congratulations, Tilda. Yeah, well done. My congratulations also to Hilary Shepherd, the runner-up in the 19 to 24 year age bracket for her artwork, Rebusland. A very, very nice and original piece of work, I thought. Overall composition was very strong, with the eye being drawn towards the centre of the image. A very lovely use of complementary colours and a strong grasp of medium used, I thought. Tells a story, which I like, and yeah, well done, Hilary, well done. So again, well done to everyone who submitted work for these awards, and my congratulations to all the runner-ups, the winners, and the finalists for 2021. But please remember that art and beauty always is and always will be in the eye of the beholder. And therefore any awards that you enter is always going to be very, subject to individual taste. So please don't be too discouraged if your work wasn't chosen as a finalist in these awards. Believe me, I should know. I've entered that many awards over the years, and very rarely have I made it to the final stages. But it's very important, I think, as an artist, just to keep making your work. Enter awards if and when you can, and you can only learn from it, and hopefully it'll make you get better. Do better work, make stronger work, and hopefully I'll get to see your works in the future. Cheers.